I just want to share two, three. One is when Dadi came to England, so for a few days it took her time to adjust because there was a very little room and we really didn't had any proper bed or so in this living room there was a sofa come bed and that was her bed we could offer her. And but then also I didn't take her out much because I thought it's cold. She came in, I think, month of April, and it was few days. She said, "But you don't take me out." I said, "But we don't have car. You have to go by train, bus, and then these are accelerators and things." She said, "No, I want to go," but she didn't have shoes. She had slippers, and I said, "But your slipper will come off, somewhere." Anyway, I remember that she really insisted, and one time I took her in bus, and then, then we had to go up in accelerator, so I had to, kind of lift her, and I could manage, you can see the contrast between her and my structure. So I kind of, lifted her and put her, and she went up, and, so many little things come up into these physical encounters, and but then I stayed on, and I just want to share my latest inspiration from Dadi, that 90 years of physical journey and 70 years of spiritual journey. It's quite a long way, and I think my appreciation had been growing more and more, seeing her kind of prevailing around me, and that's maybe because I'm getting older too. And I find that the two thoughts, very pure thoughts which Dadi has, I remind myself of those two thoughts a lot. And one is, of course, it was mentioned, but her love for God. And second is her love for service to God, service to humanity. And whatever she has been and has attained and what she is today really are because of these two thoughts. Because, all of us have experienced that to have stability of mind and to have a healthy body and a prosperous fortune. These are three main, and fourth is very, very loving relationships, and Dadi has been able to accomplish all four. So when it comes to stability of mind, people use different methods, but her methods, the way she had been using Baba's knowledge and Baba's love. But amazing stories are definitely about her being so well physically, and so many of us going to so many health things, shouldn't eat this, should eat this, should, all kinds of things. I was in Madhuban recently with her, and someone said, "Can I have 5 minutes? I have a few advices to give you about Ayurvedic way." She said, "Thank you. Don't try to come to me again. I know what my body needs." But I'm just sharing this because the energy, this pure thought in her that I have to serve, I haven't served yet. I haven't accomplished that task which I came for and belong to God, is really that pure energy is giving her, or what she has received is really based on this thought of I have to serve, I haven't completed. And she shares many times that whenever she had been critically ill, she always told Baba this, that I haven't completed the task, I still have to serve. And when it comes to a prosperous fortune, it's definitely her generosity of heart, because anytime I come to her and say, "Dadi, we're getting this house, we're doing this," she has two words. "Ye to badi baat nahi hai." It's not a big matter. It's a small thing, So anytime, like when you come for consultation, her answer is always so generous, like, have big heart. It's not a big thing. It's going to happen. And of course, the fourth one, which is very loving and kind relationships, because kindness and the care is something which is very gentle and which is very nurturing in relationships. That is, if you are kind and if you are caring person, and even she is very disciplined and whatever for her own self, but when it comes to relationship, she is very, very caring and kind. And I myself have experienced that how in relationship her care and kindness over small things, and of course the big situations whenever there is need, had been really, as I said, it's prevailing around me. Like how many times a day I just think, but this is what Dadi said, this is what she said, this is what she does, and which I didn't think that I would want to, in the sense of, because I know that there is Avyak Babdada and Avyak Babdada's presence, but I find that in my life, as I said, I'm appreciating. And just to conclude, one beautiful thing is that whatever she does, there is some kind of inspiration which we all get. Whatever she thinks and says, and it's not she will say keep courage, but you look at her, every step she's taking is of courage and inspiration. So it's not question of what is being said. Of course, Lord is being spoken, but it's what is within that awareness, and every step she takes. It's not a small step. Her shoe size is so little, but her step is big. We try to get shoes for her. You can go in all stores, difficult to find a shoe, because we tried in US a few times. But her step is so big, which has so much within that step, as I said, courage, inspiration, enthusiasm, powers, and everything is really within every step. So I don't know if she knows how much I appreciate her, because I don't show that much. But I just want to really thank her that my journey for foreign service, especially with her for over 30 years, had been, because of her presence, it had been very, very easy, smooth, and anything I needed was provided spiritually for her being guide with me. So want to thank Dadi for everything.